Hello YouTube fam, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nyla and I'm a wife and a mom from South Carolina. First, I want to thank all 245 of you for subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I've been gone for a little while, but I am back. And I'm just so thankful that 245 of you decided to click that red subscribe button and decided to follow me on this journey. And I truly appreciate it. So let's hop into this video. So today's video is stemming from me having a lot of people I know that are about to give birth, and I'm so excited for them. And I thought, you know how you see those YouTube videos where it's like, what's in my hospital bag? At the time when I was preparing to go into the hospital, I was not thinking of, well, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, but I wasn't thinking of starting my own. So I thought it would be an interesting spin if I went back and like thought of the things that stood out most in my mind from when I did go in the hospital to have my daughter. So I felt like, you know, if I still remember it, if it still stood out in my mind, then it had to be something significant that I thought was, you know, important for people to have in their hospital bags. So let's hop into it. So the first item that I remembered from my hospital bag that was very useful was my 10-foot charger. If you're not familiar with the hospital, the wall outlets are like behind the bed, so it can be pretty far, and that little short white iPhone charger that they give you in the box is not long enough. So this was very helpful, especially because you know you're gonna take like 50,000 pictures as soon as you see your baby, and then also, you know, communicating with family, recording videos, and then and also something I use my phone a lot for was to watch Netflix. And then so these also, my headphones came in handy, so that brings me to my second thing. Having some headphones and a charger were definitely helpful that I took with me to the hospital. The next thing that I took with me to the hospital that I loved was this gown that I found at Motherhood. As you can see, it has, it's kind of hard to see, it has snaps in the front, it has snaps in the back of it. I'm trying to put my finger, it has snaps in the back, and then it also has snaps on the shoulder, because I was nursing, so it made it very easy to nurse her quickly and then be able to cover myself back up. It was also useful that on the side of the gown there were little holes for all those cords that you're hooked up to, and then of course every girl loves pockets. But again, I just loved this. I still wear it even though I'm not nursing her anymore, but it was nice to be in my own clothes versus a hospital gown, because of course you're already not in your element, you're not at home, so it's something to help you feel more at home. Speaking of feeling more at home, continue with that theme, my blanket, my fleece blanket. Y'all, I loved having this at the hospital with me. One, like I said, makes it feel, you know, more homey. And the one that I took with me was actually pink, but as you can see, I ordered the exact same blanket in a different color simply because I loved it so much. This is the one from our living room because my pink blanket is actually in the wash right now, but because again, I still use it. But this one is a part of our living room decor. But again, it was just really nice to have, kept me warm. It was nice and soft, you know, like when she was laying on me, we were doing skin to skin, I would have this on top of her. So I mean, I don't know what else to say about it except something that you can take with you to feel more at home. And if you've ever been to the hospital, the blanket that they give you is very heavy, and I'm a texture person and I don't really like the texture of that blanket. Like I can still feel it. So this is definitely a must-have. The next thing I feel like was really good to take to the hospital with me that I still remember were these packing cubes. I had never heard of packing cubes before going to the hospital to have Greer, but definitely get you some, okay? Even if you're not going in the hospital to have a baby, packing cubes are a must. I, of course, had my stuff in one of them. I had Greer's stuff in one of them, and they come in a set where they're different sizes. So this is the larger one. And as you can see, there's buckles to keep your stuff in place. But like I said, I just kept my stuff in one. I kept Greer's stuff in one, and some other little knickknacks. All right, so the next thing is this extra bag. So I took a duffel bag to the hospital for all of our things, but this little baby I had folded up at the bottom of my bag, because when you get to the hospital, you are going to be given so many things. You'll get like the little water cups, because they're gonna give you some ice and water, okay? You'll go home with diapers, you'll go home with wipes. And so I just wanted to make sure I had enough room, so I wasn't trying to fill my bag to the brim. I keep looking down because I have my bag right here. But so that your bag is not filled to the brim, it's a good idea to take a extra bag to have all that stuff with you. And like I said, at the time, you know, the world was shut down, so we didn't have any visitors. But I'm not sure about how it is now. If you happen to have visitors and they bring you gifts, then of course you'll have a place to put all that extra stuff that you'll be getting. Last but not least, y'all, is my favorite item that I took with me to the hospital, and that is this folder. It's just a single little file folder that snaps in the front, and you can find them at Dollar Tree also. But this is my single most favorite item that I took with me to the hospital, simply because you get a lot of paperwork when you are at the hospital. So they'll come in and give you a folder, and it'll have all the paperwork you need to fill out for Social Security and birth certificate. So that is something that I put in here. Your baby will have a hearing screening, and we put that information in here so I wouldn't lose it. When you get ready to leave, I don't know about you, but I ended up taking the little card that goes on their bassinet. What else is in here? I kept the breastfeeding log in here. Again, it's just a place to keep all of that stuff that you get from the hospital, that paperwork stuff, so that it can be in one place and you don't end up just shoving it in your bag. You can pull it right out if you need it. So that was definitely a must-have. Like, again, single most favorite item and purchase that I did right before going into the hospital. So there it is, guys, the items that I took with me to the hospital a year later. Again, I thought it'd be a fun spin to share with you what I remember taking with me. And again, I feel like if I remember taking it with me, then they must be some good items. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video with someone you know, somebody you may know that may be about to give birth. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another upload. And again, thank you so much for 245 subscribers, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.